Hey Sam and hello world! So today I will show you what it's like to celebrate New Year's Eve in Germany. So first of all, it's not actually called New Year's Eve in Germany, it's called Silvester. And that is because there was apparently a Pope, Silvester I, who died on December 31st, and then when the Gregorian calendar was introduced in Germany, that day got his name. I think most cultures have this celebration at some point in the year, but just to clarify, in Germany you celebrate Silvester, so New Year's Eve, on December 31st, and you usually get together with your friends or your family and you just celebrate the ending of one year and the beginning of a new one. In my very humble but super expert opinion, I think you can split each Silvester celebration, or at least most of them, into 3 sections. You have the food, you have the customs, and you have the fireworks. First and foremost, the food. My friends and I like making raclette for Silvester. What is that, you may ask? Well, raclette is a type of cheese that the Swiss like to melt and pour over other food. So traditionally, they would have this big wheel of raclette cheese, and they would cut it and they would melt the top layer of the cheese and then scrape it off onto your plate. But in Germany, that's not what we do. We have these raclette ovens for home use, where everyone has a pan and they can put slices of raclette cheese on it or any other toppings they would like. Then they put it in the raclette oven, and after a few minutes, pull it out, and voila! The cheese is melted and ready for consumption. You can pair this cheese with almost anything. So from bread and potatoes over ham and corn to more exotic things like pineapple or peaches. Almost everything tastes better with some melted cheese on it, right? Last year my brother went a tiny bit overboard and made 5 different dishes with the raclette pan. Obviously not everyone eats raclette for Silvester, it's just my personal favorite. So other parties might have fondue or carp as the main dish. The second section is what I would like to call customs, or weird things the Germans do on New Year's Eve. For example, there's Bleigießen. For Bleigießen, you have a spoon, some lead on the spoon, and a lit candle. You hold the spoon over the candle, and once the lead is melted, you chuck the melted lead into a bowl of cold water. Once the lead hits the water, it hardens and makes some sort of sculpture. And then you take out that sculpture and try to find out what it looks like, usually by looking at the shadow of it instead of the thing itself, because it's like a big glob. For example, the shadow could be a dragon, and then you have this little booklet that says, "Dragon, you're gonna be very fortunate next year." And so this is kind of like a fortune-telling tradition or custom, I would say. Since last year, it's actually illegal to sell lead in the stores, so now we do Wachsgießen with wax instead, but it's not as fun because the wax doesn't harden the same way when it hits the water, but you do what you can. Next to Bleigießen, Germans also have to watch Dinner for One. Dinner for One is this 20-minute black and white comedy sketch that airs almost non-stop on TV on Silvester. It's about this old lady and her butler. There's a table set for 7 people, but they are all dead apart from the old lady, and so the butler has to pretend to be all the other 6 people. He goes around and he has to like toast to the lady, and then he drinks it, and then he gets more drunk and stumbles over things. Honestly, I have no clue why this is popular in Germany, but same procedure as every year. One more thing for the customs. A lot of times you can find things referencing ladybugs, pigs, 4-leaf clovers, horseshoes, or chimney sweepers on the table, maybe as part of decoration or candy. That's actually because they're all lucky charms in Germany, so they're meant to symbolize good luck for the next year, hope everything goes well, and so on. Now on to section 3, the fireworks. Just before midnight, everyone heads out onto the streets in front of their respective party locations and starts setting up for fireworks. It's actually only legal to sell fireworks in Germany during the last few days of the year, and it's only legal to fire them on December 31st or January 1st. Everyone buys their favorite, from sparklers you hold in your hand to little firework fountains to actually big rockets that fly up high into the sky and explode there. Once the clock strikes midnight, people wish each other a happy new year, clink their glasses of sparkling wine together, and then start shooting off their fireworks. It's usually pretty loud and smoky, but also pretty awesome. And that's basically it. Some people might go to a club afterwards, others go back to where they had dinner and have some soup, play some more board games, and so on. And others, sometimes like me, just go to bed because they're so tired. I hope this video gave you a bit of an insight into what it's like to celebrate New Year's Eve in Germany. So I wish you a happy new year, in German, frohes Neues. Bye!